Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We have a sticky situation on our hands
So
with
sticky,
AI.
dude. So
This,
sticky. So goopy. I've never seen a situation this goopy before, bro.
dude, this situation is as sticky as the gum under your desk in school. That gum's been there for years.
It's been there for years, dude. No doubt about it in my mind. But, like, dude, you add a little saliva on top of that gum, dude, it's going to be
Ugh.
extra sticky again, bro. Like, it's like hardtack now. Been there for decades. But, dude, you add a little bit of, a little bit of fluids on top of that gum, dude, and it's gonna be sticky, just like it was back in its heyday.
And dude, that's where we're at with AI. So first, we're going to be taking a look at this new song that was released with an AI-generated voice of The Weeknd and Drake.
Dude, we got Casper the Friendly Ghost as pictured on the screen here. Let's get into it, dude. So, we got the nice piano, dude. Nice piano. Not really sure which elements are AI and which elements aren't, but dude, let's get a listen. Turn up that volume. Sounds like Drake, bro. It sounds just like Drake.
Okay.
Like, this is a good Drake drop, bro. This is fire.
Dude, this may be one of his better.
This might be one of his better songs, bro. Alright, bro, I mean, there's a lot of interesting stuff to digest here. We're gonna see The Weeknd come on here in a second. But, dude, very interesting stuff, dude. Like, AI's taking over. Like, I want to dance. Oh, dude, and that's The Weeknd, bro. Let's get a listen. Alright, dude, and that's very interesting, bro. Like, I don't know what that means for the music industry. If we're all gonna die, if robots are taking over or not. I mean, we will find out, dude. We will find out.
Dude, yeah, super interesting. And this is, we've seen some things like Kanye West singing other popular songs like a Hey There Delilah, something like that, where it's an AI voice over a previously recorded song. This is, to me, is a more sticky situation where it appears that this song was either AI generated or written by the person who put this together, and then performed by Drake and The Weeknd using their AI generated voice. To me, this is a stickier situation that may have potentially crossed the line here, but I want to get the perspective of, a professional. Get him in the building from the New York Times. So in this article, it appears that this song that was created was by some large company that was trying to incorporate this into some sort of marketing campaign or really try to make money off it, and that is why it seems like Drake and The Weeknd have gone so hard on trying to take this song down. So, and I do think that this is a little bit different, like we said, with the Kanye West situation or other AI generated voices. So interesting note there. But in this article, it specifically talks about a musician, Herndon, who has provided her own AI voice as a tool for other musicians, complete with a system for compensation. And they've created a company off this. So this is super interesting because it appears that Herndon is really trying to get ahead of the times and spin this AI thing into a benefit to everybody, including the artists themselves. So there's a ton of consent guidelines that they've gone with, and here's some opinions from Herndon saying there's more opportunity in exploring this technology than trying to shut it down. And that's a super interesting one right there, right? Because with this AI, it's running rampant, and
it's rampant, dude. And to me, dude, we've already arrived, bro. Final destination is here. You can't pull back the AI once it's arrived, dude. AI has arrived. It's here, dude. People are using other artists' voices. How do you make it fair? You know what I mean? That's the interesting conversation. Is how do you make it fair? How do you make sure artists are not being ripped off? Yeah, dude. Keep going, Ryan. Keep going.
Yeah, and so Herndon, they say that they call this kind of identity play, but they specifically say as an artist, they're interested in what it means for someone to be them. The full quote is, as an artist, I'm interested in what it means for someone to be me with my permission and maybe even better at being me in different ways. I mean, that's super interesting because that's kind of what this AI is doing. And so to give people permission and access to this within the boundaries that you create, I think is a super interesting path to go down.
And it is, dude. It is. I mean, we all know what Drake and The Weeknd sound like, And if we could get a Drake and a Weeknd feature on a song that we wrote, I mean, creatively, it would definitely kick it up a notch. And that's exactly what this AI creator did, is they infused all of these different elements that, you know, maybe AI did generate some of them, maybe they wrote some of them on their own, but it sounds like a Drake song. That's so interesting, dude. It sounds like a good Drake song that I would listen to. And that's like the scary thing about this, is how similar it sounds to the real thing. And, you know, the lines start to become blurred after a while, and there's no extent to how this technology can be used for better or worse. I mean, but with this capability, dude, I mean, this is like one of the most potent forms of this technology being used to sound so much like the person. I mean, we've heard other Kanye songs, but to me, dude, the Kanye features, bro, they don't really sound like Kanye, dude. They sound like Kanye, yes, dude, but I'm still, all right, like, that's a robot voice. But dude, that AI generated Drake song, bro, I'm like, that's Kanye West, or that's Drake, dude. Wrong name, my bad. But you get my drift. You get my drift.
Yeah, and I think as this AI becomes more prevalent, it'll be interesting to see, are there going to be laws that need to be created? I think at some point the answer to that is yes, but are there going to be like uniform laws for everybody within this space, or is it going to be like, if you're the artist, Herndon here, can you basically create the guidelines on what people can and cannot do, or what's the structure going to be of like the pay and things like that? Like what boundaries are you able to cross if you're somebody using their voice? I think that's super interesting. Only time will tell. But we have a few other instances of AI voices that we need to take a quick look at. So here we have a very interesting game of one of our favorite games to play on this channel, a game near and dear to our heart, Mario Kart Wii. The presidents are here playing this game with AI-generated voices, and I just can't even believe this. You just got to roll the footage.
Oh, Donnie, that sounds kind of dangerous.
Yeah, that sounds like something he'd do.
God damn it.
Yeah, eat my ass, Trumpy.
Okay, say less.
Pause.
Hey, Donnie, how does it feel to be in the back?
We'll have
Oh,
to
shut the
digest
fuck
it.
up, Joe. You are literally dog one. Look, your dumbass just fell off the stage.
Oh, fuck off.
Personally, Joe, I would not let that one slide.
Too bad Sleepy Joe can't come up with a better comeback than "oh fuck off."
Oh, fuck
Oh
off.
my,
Look, Brock,
okay.
he just-
Yeah, okay.
Joe, you
I
just
think you
got
guys get the
violent.
point there. I mean, you know, there's a lot going on, dude. There's a lot of profanities being slain from all the presidents, dude. But to me, dude, what really gets me in an interesting state, bro, is the voice inflections that like they have for even like Donald Trump like flipping out, dude. It's like he has like all these different modes to choose from among this AI generated language, dude. It is crazy, and it sounds exactly like the presidents, dude. Like to me, it's a little heartwarming to see all these presidents who have very very differing political views all joined together in the same place having a good time on some Mario Kart Wii. But dude, I mean, like, there is more that catches the eye here, dude. It's AI. It's AI, dude.
Yeah, and so this brings up the question: is this a different line than the Drake and the Weeknd fake song that we just experimented with? I would imagine that the people creating these types of videos are making money off of it on YouTube. I would imagine, but this is to me a much more comedic stance of it. Like this is a lot more. You obviously know this is not real. Right.
Totally.
And, you know, after this, we're going to take a look at something that you aren't very sure that it's not real. It's hard to tell. But like with the Drake song, I mean, that sounds exactly like it. And there's no comedic effect to it or whatever, like this video, to where you wouldn't necessarily know that that isn't real. And there's a little bit of a different line of you compiling their fake voices over gameplay to create some funny banter, right? Versus you writing a song or AI writing a song and then just using the generated voices of popular musicians over that. I think, are these two different lines? Is one acceptable? Is one not? Are they both unacceptable? Are they both acceptable? I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, let us know what you guys think in the comment section. I mean, to me, dude, the Weeknd situation, the Drake situation, the situation with the music, they were using that song to advertise for a technology company, to market for a technology company. So to me, you know, they are using that property commercially. They are using the voices of these people commercially. And the presidents, dude, it is, you know, it is just a goof. It is a gaffe. I mean, it's similar to someone doing just a really good impression. But these are obviously things that they wouldn't say.
Right, but what if you're still profiting off this though?
That's interesting.
Or do you you know, make a distinction between the way that you would be profiting off of this in a YouTube video, to where YouTube is paying you out for ads or whatever, compared to the large company throwing this into a campaign.
Dude, that is very interesting, dude. But dude, let's take a look at this last example. Let's pull this up. Okay, and so for our final example here, we got a video of Bradley Martin from the Full Send podcast, dude, just discussing the implications of AI. And this, to me, is the scariest example. We'll see what you guys think. Let's roll the footage.
We should talk about something that's an actual problem that's like gonna be a problem for like us, is this AI shit. I saw a TikTok of Joe Rogan saying, him being like, yeah, check out this product, Alpha. I don't know if it was Pomp or something. It's like a creative video of him saying this, and he's not actually saying this.
Or was it his face?
It was his face and his, yes, everything.
That Alpha Grind product that's all over TikTok, it literally is increasing size and making a difference down there.
It stimulates the testes, if you got those, to make more testosterone.
They're literally just making people say things that they're not saying. We should.
Dude, and that is scary, bro. I mean, and we saw the full video there, like matching up with their speech. And it was indiscernible between like real Joe Rogan, what he would say, dude. And the scary thing to me is, dude, they're taking like an already real thing, because Joe Rogan was a big Alpha Brain guy and he advertised for Alpha Brain. And then there's this like off-brand Alpha Brain product called Alpha Grind, I think he said in the video, where like, you know, it's kind of the same thing, but he never said those words exactly. So that's where it's really interesting, dude. I mean, that's scary stuff, dude. If they doctored the footage as well, or if they picked footage from the podcast. I mean, there's hours and hours and hours of Joe Rogan saying stuff. Maybe they had a bad lip reading situation where they just matched up the AI generated words with a clip of him saying something that seems similar enough. I mean, I'm not really sure what happened there, but dude, that is very terrifying. I mean, you can doctor whole opinions, and Joe Rogan is like the most popular news media personality in the world right now, you know, and people really listen to what he says and like take stock in it. So it's a scary situation, Ryan. What's your take on it, man?
This is definitely the most scary, because when you add in that footage and it clearly looks like Joe Rogan is saying it. Now, I do think once you cut to the other guy talking, you can, like, I was able to pretty much tell that those were like two different clips. But if you remove the ending of that guy, like that, like I could totally be scrolling on TikTok or like YouTube Shorts and just see that clipped together perfectly with Joe Rogan talking. I can clearly see him saying these words, and then you just scroll to the reviews. I mean, it all seems 100% legit, right?
Right.
Dude. And it's different from, you look at the president's completely comedic. You obviously know that that's fake. The Drake song sounds just like him, but you can quite easily know, did Drake in The Weeknd release a new song? And
right.
So that one is problematic, I think, for almost a different reason. But this form, with people saying stuff, promoting products,
it's misinformation.
It's straight misinformation, and that's the scarier part. When you're getting people that are incredibly popular, their opinions hold a lot of weight amongst people, and they're either promoting specific things or saying maybe super controversial things. And when you have the video that to try to line up and match what they're saying, that becomes super scary, because like you said, Joe Rogan has such large impact, and so for so many, you know, hundreds of thousands of people to see this and believe it, that is problematic. It's completely different from getting entertainment out of a fake Drake song or the comedic relief from the president's going back and forth playing a video game. This, to me, is by far the most scary situation.
I mean, dude, it's straight up misinformation, but I think cases like this will prevent the world from becoming solely, you know, virtual. You know, I feel like situations like this will sort of, it's like a check and balance for the meta to exist fully. Like the Mark Zuckerberg envisioned meta, like people engaging purely online, because a lot of these experiences, a lot of these opinions, a lot of these voices can be doctored through AI. So I think that will just create a higher demand for in-person, you know, communication through business. You know, I feel like business will always be done in person, and you know what I mean? Like you can't really undo that because of its, you know, assurance. You can't create a fake person in like the three-dimensional world, but you can create all of the aspects of a fake person virtually. And that is scary, dude. That is scary. So we'll see what kind of world this molds for the future. But yeah, dude, I mean, very fascinating stuff. Guys, let us know what you think in the comments. You know, hit the sub button if you haven't already. We like discussing stuff like this all the time on the channel. Ryan, any last words to the viewers?
Yeah, I mean, I just love to hear all of your takes in the comments. Is AI becoming a problem? Which of these, scenarios do you think is the most problematic? Are you okay with any of them, all of them, only certain ones? I mean, I'm very curious to get some other perspectives on this, because I think it's just such a brand new issue. There's going to be a wide range. People are going to be all over the place on it. So, that's all I'd like to say. If you guys enjoyed this, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, because like Hayden said, we love to do a lot of different topics like this. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming along for the ride, and we will see you in the next video.